Hello everybody, Shannon Messer here with Tuckasegee Fly Shop once again, coming to you with our Fly of the Month. And this month, for the month of March, is going to be a pattern that I tie that we call the IDK. The IDK stands for I don't know. So I came up with this fly pattern here and was tying it, and we were at our annual fly fishing festival there in Bryson City, and I was demonstrating this fly, and Sammy from Alabama asked me, he goes, what do you call this thing? I said, I don't know. He said, well, let's call it the IDK. So here we are, months later. And we call it the IDK, and you can find this fly there in the shop. Here today, what we have in the vise is a Hannock. This one here is a 400 BL, but feel free to use the 450 BL. I tie this in size 8s, 10s, and 12s, and we do have a 4.0 bead on it. I tie it in 3 different colors. I tie it in olive, I tie it in natural, and I do tie it in black. Let's add a 4th color. I do have it in the bins in brown. I always forget about that one for some reason, but the brown was requested, and we do it in brown. As you can see here, I've attached some red thread here to the hook itself. We're going to take some of these barred silly legs right here. We have those here at the shop. I use a gray color on the natural colored one, and then on the olive, I use olive. On the black, I kind of do mix it up a little bit, and then on a brown, I actually used a brown on that. So we're going to take some of this rubber here, we're going to trim these ends off, and we're going to secure this in here for our tail. And momentarily, we're going to get us a nice few little loose wraps right there. Excellent. Hope everybody's doing well out there, and I appreciate all the great comments about the videos. A lot of you folks have come into the shop, and we've talked about them, and that's awesome. That's awesome. So we certainly appreciate it. Continue to holler back at us, man. It's great to hear from people, and it's awesome that people are trying these patterns or catching fish on them, and we're glad to help y'all out in any way. So what I'm doing right here with the Norvise is I'm building up this area because it was a little needed to fill in that thread there just a little bit to kind of get us more of a level surface through there. The next thing we're going to do is going to tie in our ribbing material. Our ribbing material is going to be some French oval tinsel here in silver. Feel free to use wire. I do like the tinsel. I'm a huge fan of the tinsel because I think it looks really good in the flies itself, and some of these bodies here, it stands out just a little bit more. I've never had an issue with it necessarily coming apart, whether it's on the IDKs, Prince nymphs, things like that. So get that bad boy tied in right there on the side. We're going to get that secured in like so. Beautiful. Awesome. I'm going to put this here in my materials clips, and I'm just going to kind of spin this up right here. There we go. Just like butter, as they would say. Just like so. Next thing we're going to do is add some natural dubbing from the mask of a hair. Feel free to use your dubbing, your hair's mask dubbing. Certainly we have there at the shop by Hairline. Or you can actually take the mask of the rabbit itself, or the hair rather I should say, and use that too. Do what you want to, but I certainly recommend this particular way I'm doing it here. These colors are money. They work well. It's one of my go-to, if not one of the most go-to patterns that I go to in the box every time. So we're going to take a little bit of this here, this hair dubbing, and we're going to dub that bad boy onto the thread itself. Get us a little loop going here, or noodle rather, I should say. Kind of get that in there. And I like the spike in this, folks. I think things should look buggy. That's just my personal opinion. You do it the way you want to, but I like it this way best. Get us a nice little noodle started there. I'm going to take, and I like to spin this bad boy upside down so I can see where I'm at in here and I don't get caught in there. And I get to that point, I like to spin that up. Got just a little bit more I need to add to that there. And we'll get that added. There we go. There we go. Hey, and if you live locally, Silva, Bryson City, Waynesville, or wherever, remember we have Flying Tying Night the 3rd Thursday of every month there at the shop in Silva, and I'd like to do some demonstration and things there up on the video screen for you folks. So we'd love to see you come out. That's at 7 o'clock, no charge. Even if you don't know how to tie flies, come out and hang out with a bunch of us there, and maybe you'll pick up something, and we'll teach you something along the way. All right, I took my tinsel right there. As you can see, I ribbed that bad boy up. I want to capture that. I think that looks fantastic with that silver bead right there. I'm going to get you in there. I'm going to trim that out there with my Dr. Slick scissors. Bent scissors, as a matter of fact. So we've got a great selection of fly tying tools and materials at the shop. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a dubbing loop. This is real key for the collar we're going to put on the back of this bad boy here. So I'm going to take my fingers, I'm going to create this loop here like so. Come in here like this, wham wham, and I'm going to go around this here and kind of close that loop up. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let go of that. It's going to hang straight down. I'm going to put a half hitch in my thread, and I'm going to take my bobbin and put it on this cradle over here. I am using a Dr. Slick dubbing spinner. There are many different styles on the market. This is just the one that I like to use. I like the fact that it's not long, it's compact, and I can do what I need to do with it. Feel free to use the one you like, but if you're looking for suggestions, you know, certainly talk to different fly tyers and see what they like for sure. You know, we all like different things. Amen to that. So then there's nothing wrong with that. So what I'm going to do is reach in there and get some of that dubbing out of there. I want some of that spikiness. I'm going to get that gathered up like so. I'm going to slide, open up that dubbing loop, and then I'm going to close it. You can see I've got it closed. Now I'm going to give it some spin. That one there kind of came out a little bit, so maybe I should unspin it. All right, so here we go. Let's go to town, folks. Money, money, money. Here we go. Great fly. This fly right here has been one of my, like I said, go-to patterns. Many of you folks out there have been fishing this pattern. We've fished together. You've come into the shop and asked for recommendations, and we have certainly put you on this particular fly. And it's worked super, super good in various waters. Our state waters, our wild waters here in North Carolina, it's worked on the Qualla Indian boundary. One of my friends there, Andy Paddock, he uses this pattern quite frequently, kind of like I do there, very religiously. And it has been producing some really nice fish for us, and super, super excited about this fly for sure. So I'm going to put me in another little half hitch right here, as you can see, two of those. And then you can see how that collar is right there. I like it, to me, the spikier the better. So next thing you want to do is I'm going to take the leftover part of the leg or the tail that we did in the back, and I'm going to fold that in half, double it over. I'm going to take these cut ends here, and I'm going to put that toward the back of the hook, like so. And I'm going to lay this up here on top. Come over with a loose wrap, and then if everything works out well, I'm going to try to position these where they need to go, and in this particular case it didn't quite work out the way I want it to. There's that one. Let's just go ahead and do that right quick. Get you over there out of the way. Money shot. Bam. I want to reach in there. I want to trim that. Now the next thing I want to do is kind of like pull these legs back a little bit. If you will gather all these legs together, you can do one of two things. You can pull them out in front, or you can pull them back to the back, kind of capture them and cut them all at the same time, and that way you have evenly sized legs, or about as close as you're going to get for that point right there for sure. Feel free to take a little dubbing brush in there and kind of comb that out if you want to, but that actually looks really, really good right there. Just to finish this bad boy off right here, I'm going to take a little bit of cement here, go around those thread wraps and make sure that they're all coated up there real nice. There we go. All right. Now feel free to contact us there at the shop. We have all of this materials there ready for you folks to get. We can send those things out to you or stop in. This is our fly of the month. It's called the IDK. Wild fish, stockfish, little fish, big fish, fish in between. You know, it's a winner. It's a winner chicken dinner, or should we say fish dinner, for those who want to keep in those catch and keep streams right now. But certainly feel free to give us a shout out right there. We've got the materials ready for you there at the shop. Once again, this is the fly of the month from Tuckasegee Fly Shop. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate your support. Just give us a call, 1-828-488-3333, or email me at Shannon, SHANNON, at tuckflyshop.com, and we can get these materials out there to you for you to tie the fly of the month, the IDK. Hey, we appreciate you folks. Take care. We'll catch you next time.